Australia, land of sunshine, shrimp on the Barbie, and bloodthirsty monsters? Well, not exactly bloodthirsty, but definitely peculiar and fascinating creatures that have captured the imagination of many. Meet the Yara-ma-yha-who, a creature from Aboriginal folklore. This little guy is quite the character, and he's been a part of Australian stories for generations. He's not your typical monster. Unlike the fearsome beasts of other legends, the Yara-ma-yha-who is more quirky than terrifying. In fact, he's a bit rubbish at being scary. Imagine a monster that's more likely to make you chuckle than scream, but don't tell him that, he's got feelings. Yes, even mythical creatures have emotions, and the Yara-ma-yha-who is no exception. The Yara-ma-yha-who is more likely to give you a fright than a heart attack. He might jump out and startle you, but he's not out to cause any real harm. Picture this: a short red fellow hiding in a tree, waiting to pounce. Sounds terrifying, right? But wait until you hear the rest. Not so much when you realize he's only about 4 feet tall. This pint-sized creature is more amusing than alarming, making him one of Australia's silliest monsters. I can't wait to get started today, but before we begin, if you like this kind of content, please like the video, comment below, and subscribe to my channel. Also, let me know if you have any suggestions for topics you want to see in a video in the comments below. Now let's dive in. The Yara-ma-yha-who story comes from the dream time. That's the Aboriginal understanding of creation and history. It tells of powerful spirits and explains the world around us. Think of it like ancient myths, passed down through generations. These stories weren't just bedtime tales, they taught important lessons. The Yara-ma-yha-who legend warned children about wandering off alone. He lurked in waterholes and fig trees waiting for unsuspecting youngsters. It was a clever way to keep kids safe in a dangerous. So, what makes this monster so hilarious? Let's start with his looks. Imagine a chubby frog crossed with a grumpy koala. Add a splash of bright red paint and a mouthful of suckers. Voila! You've got yourself a Yara-ma-yha-who. But it's his hunting technique that's truly comical. He doesn't roar or chase his victims. Instead, he drops from trees. Then he uses the suckers on his hands and feet to hug. Yes, hug. The Yara-ma-yha. Let's imagine a modern-day encounter, shall we? Picture yourself in the heart of the Australian outback, where the sun blazes down and the air is thick with the scent of eucalyptus. Steve, a laid-back surfer dude, is chilling by a serene waterhole, enjoying the tranquility and the cool breeze that rustles through the trees. Suddenly, out of nowhere, something red and round lands on him with a thud. "Crikey!" Steve yells, his heart racing as he expects to see a crocodile emerging from the water. But to his surprise, it's just our mate, the Yara-ma-yha-who, giving him a big friendly squeeze. After the initial shock wears off, Steve realizes this strange creature is more cuddly than creepy. The Yara-ma-yha-who's embrace is oddly comforting, like a warm hug from an old friend. The Yara-ma-yha-who then tries to slurp him down, but its throat is comically tiny. It's like trying to fit a watermelon down a straw. The effort is both hilarious and futile. Eventually, the creature gives up and spits Steve out, leaving him exhausted but completely unharmed. Steve can't help but laugh at the absurdity of the situation, realizing he's just had a close encounter with one of Australia's most bizarre and endearing mythical creatures. Legends and myths have always been a part of human culture, often filled with terrifying creatures and heroic tales. But sometimes, amidst the dragons and ghosts, we find characters that make us laugh instead of scream. The Yara-ma-yha-who might be Australia's funniest monster. This little red creature with its frog-like appearance and playful nature stands out in a world where most monsters are designed to frighten. He's a reminder that legends don't always have to be scary. In fact, the Yara-ma-yha-who's antics are more likely to make you chuckle than scream. His story is a breath of fresh air in the often dark and eerie world of mythology. Sometimes they can be silly and strange and make us smile. These whimsical creatures remind us that not everything unknown is to be feared. They bring a sense of joy and wonder, showing that the world of myths can be as diverse as our imaginations. He's a goofy, hug-loving creature in a world of sharp teeth and claws. The Yara-ma-yha-who's love for hugs and his harmless pranks make him a beloved figure, especially among children who might be scared of more menacing monsters. So, next time you're feeling afraid, remember the Yara-ma-yha-who. His story is a comforting reminder that not all monsters are out to get us. Some are just here to make us laugh and remind us of the lighter side of life. He's proof that even monsters can be a bit ridiculous. In a world filled with real-life fears and anxieties, characters like the Yara-ma-yha-who offer a much-needed escape, a chance to laugh and see the humor in the unknown. And sometimes, a good laugh is all we need to chase away the shadows. So let's celebrate these laughable legends and the joy they bring into our lives. After all, laughter is a powerful tool against fear.